You know what pissed me off? 21 rules for what? A crate? There's not even 21 beers in a crate, bro.
All right, cool.
Yo, man.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So
Frustration.
Frustration. This one we're going to vent. We're going to vent on this one. Anyway, so now we're going to be talking about the Tafel Lager.
Tafel Brave and Life Rap competition.
Yep, the challenge competition that they started.
Shout out to the big homie Andrew Bishop.
Man, shout out to everybody who participated. All right, so Tafel Lager decided that to run a competition where they're going to be targeting rappers. So basically, they put out a beat. They say they should release 40 seconds worth of bars or whatever and put it on social media. And the winner will win a prize.
Tend to do.
Okay.
As winners tend to do, yeah.
All right. So, where do we even start with this thing?
From the top.
Man. Okay, so the first time when I saw this thing, right?
Yeah.
I heard the beat and I thought that the beat was not that good. And I was like, I could not be bothered to do it. I was out of town. I'm just like, it's whatever. And then I saw the first person who I saw to enter the challenge was Jay's York.
Oh.
Yeah.
Of course, obviously.
So Jay's York did his verse, and like he did also a video.
Mm-hmm.
And the quality of that video, I thought Jay's York already won the competition. And then Tafel Lager sort of like decided they're gonna shoot him a video for him. That video was fire. It was really, really, really good. Turns out the dude was just entering his competition. And then I saw Andrew Bishop. He dropped also his fire production and all that. And that sort of like put me in this place like I also want to make a video. I remember I even hollered at you. And I was like, yo, let's do our 16s and go through. And I started to think about it some more. And I looked at the price and I'm like, yo, this is a lot of work to promote somebody else's product.
Yeah.
Like there's a marketing aspect of this that Tafel Lager benefits off the back of rappers. And the rappers are getting the short end of the stick. So
Number 10.
Yeah.
Number 10.
So the read number 10 with the rules.
And so again, so we're doing this obviously first of all because of the nature of hip hop, and I think what the influence of the genre, but the value placed on it. Or the value taken from it. I'm sorry, not placed on it. Number 10 of the rules is this, right? That selected participants across all platforms, that's Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, will stand a chance to win a case of Tafel Lager each. Now, hey, if you're a beer lover, kudos to you. What I'm saying is that I understand how rhyme schemes work and how long it takes to be, like how Andrew wrote. What Andrew did is he used like the first letter of the word brave. And he used Tafel Brave.
Okay.
And he used it so lyrically, bro. Like he used the T like that. That takes quite an amount of time to intricately put together those things.
Sure.
I am saying, I'm not wrong. I don't work for the entity. I am saying, I think I'm speaking for the genre and for the culture. I don't think, let's say for argument's sake, it was a Kendrick that was doing this. I don't think we're going to give him a crate. I personally would think, and again, kudos because it's a strategy. It worked the way it did. We are speaking in terms of just the culture. I think these rappers deserved more. Maybe a record deal. Maybe microphones, podcast machines, cameras, headsets.
Bro.
Maybe a video or two. That's what we say. Unless these were prices that were not. We are going with what was made public.
This is what I'll say. Like, if I was working for NBL in the marketing department, I would have done the same thing. All right. This is one way, like whenever you're doing marketing stuff, you need to figure out how can you reach the most people by spending the least amount of money. So, and honestly, whoever is working there is probably a fan of hip hop as well and was like, oh, let me pitch this idea. Or maybe for somebody who just like, these are guys who can be taken advantage of. So
there's only two things there.
So those are the only two things. I do think from a marketing and from a business perspective, genius. You get guys who promote your product for you
for free,
practically for free. Because when they give a case of beer,
You're taking from home. That's like me
That's
saying,
still advertising. They're going
bro,
to drink a beer.
yeah.
Still.
Because it's like me saying, hey man, do me something, I'll give you a cap. I've got like 1,000 of these things. You see
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm taking from myself.
Especially if you sell caps again.
Someone said, "Oh, this beer is gonna expire." Guys, what does it do?
Exactly.
Expire, like, I know rappers.
But here's the thing, yo. What I'm saying is a bit of value could have been placed on
Yo.
these guys. Now, if there is a back price that we do not know of,
Yeah.
well, thank heavens. But if there isn't, and if number 10 is the only, here's the thing. Number 9 says an entry posted on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram deemed to be rude, vulgar, discriminatory, or unacceptable will not be eligible for entry at the discretion of the administrator. Here's my
Wow.
question. How would you know? Like, if I was singing about crayons, right? I can understand that rule.
Yeah.
Because it's hip hop. Come on, let's be honest,
I feel
right?
you.
But if let's say a smoking brand called me to do like a little rap, the target audience, bro, these are people that are already in that type of line anyway. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's a good rule. I understand it.
Yeah.
It just didn't morally make sense for me.
Yeah, no, like you're coming to the genre that is known for
that
for being vulgar and
and discriminatory.
But it's cool. Let them make their rules.
Yeah.
I think for me it's just more of the like the value that's been put in there. How much is a case of beer? Like
We can Google it, bro.
750? It's 750, right? That's a case. If it's a 6-pack, bro, that's even worse. Like
I don't think it's a 6-pack.
So let's give the
How
benefit
many-
of the doubt.
Okay,
all right?
let's go. How many beers are in a crate?
8, 12?
8, 12?
I think 12.
Maybe 12.
12,
Okay.
750s, all right? That, I don't know the price. I don't drink beer like that. So let's say $500,
Yeah.
right? So that's the
That could
price
be the
of-
value.
the
Okay.
value of a case. Cool. Now let's see what these rappers put in. Like even somebody like Jay's York. All right. First, you have to write your bars.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Those bars, depending on how skilled you are as a rapper, it would take some time. I would say for a feature, people already charge $500 for a feature.
And that's bare minimum, bro.
That's bare minimum.
Yeah,
all right?
bare
So that's
minimum.
just for the bars. Now you have to go to the studio and record. Recording can take anywhere from 500 to 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to go and record your video.
Mm-hmm.
That's already from anything from
5,000. A really good
five-
video?
A really good video like J-Talk one, it's easy $5,000.
Mm.
And then all that has to be edited and all this stuff, and then you put on social media. There's so much work.
There's 3
That goes
industries.
in.
There's
Yeah.
4 sectors we're talking about.
Mm.
See, the rapper is not self-standing.
Yeah.
The rapper carries the intellectual property. I'm the
Yeah,
writer
yeah.
of the stuff. I'm a compiler. Sorry, I'm a composer because I'm composing lyrics.
Yeah.
There's a producer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you've got the instrumental, no problem.
Yeah.
But there's a producer. Let's say the rapper does not know how to record himself.
Yeah.
He needs to find a studio to record. That's a producer.
Mm-hmm.
And then that guy needs to do mastering.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to do mixing.
Yeah.
Okay. That takes 276. Okay, we'll get the price now.
Mm.
So those 3, the rapper and the producer already, and there's 3 aspects involved. Just recording alone, honestly, it's like 1,000 now, recording.
Yeah.
And you top it off with mixing and mastering, that's like another 1.5. That's 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the song. When you're done with that, you now need to conceptualize the idea of a video.
Sure.
Do you know that people actually charge you to come up? There's a great guy called Dion. To consult him,
Yeah.
you need to pay his consultation fee, which makes sense.
Yeah.
How do you want the video to be like? Oh, we agree. Then there's props. Because let's not assume that the guy has a helicopter. He now must go get a helicopter to throw
Yeah.
beer out of. Props cost you a lot. There's a set director.
Yeah.
When you go on set to film, there's a guy who goes, okay, wear this, move this. That's called the director by himself. Then there's the videographer. The videographer is never by himself. He's got an assist. What I'm saying is this, bro.
All that
It
for
is
fame.
a serious budget. How much do you think the same entity would spend to do, say, an advert with James Bond?
Bro.
You would pay that guy close to $1 million.
Dude, I think even if you had to just advertise this for social media alone, just for you to make, we're gonna make an advert,
A paid advert?
a paid advert, already over 10K for that.
Yeah.
And you decide that, and people are gonna now advertise for you, and you're gonna give them a case.
Number 17. The laws of the Republic of Namibia govern these rules, terms, and conditions. By entering this competition, participants are deemed to have accepted the competition terms and conditions and agree to be subject to the exclusive jurisdiction of the Namibian courts. I translate that as this. Look, most of us are just hoping for like a chance to break through, bro. And so most rappers will jump at the wheel of it. Here's the other thing. That means that material that you put out, you have no control over it. It's not your intellectual property anymore. It remains under the custodian. It remains the property of that institution. If tomorrow you go change your mind that I no longer promote stuff like this, that's your problem because you accepted these rules. But here's the thing, though. One of the biggest things that is a problem with this Namibian industry, for example, is that I've had the privilege to work in this industry for like 10 years now. Rappers, because of the hunger for most of them, they have no time for fine print reading, bro, at all.
Bro.
We just jump on ciphers and 2 years later you are told, the thing made 100 million, you're getting nothing.
Dude, I think the fact that Tafel Lager is going to be they benefit all the benefits from this thing. Like, they get to sell more, they get to make profit, they get to do all of these things. And you as a rapper who have, like, even if you win, even if you lose, these guys still got proportion out of you. So I think as rappers, we honestly need to step up in the way that we put value on ourselves, where we say that, hey, listen, we will not do this unless we are being paid this amount of money. And it starts with us. I think even it should come to a point where we start to host competitions where we say that, hey, listen, we're having this rap competition, put your verses in, whatever, you get $1,000 or something like that. Because that way, when corporates come through and then they're like, hey, yo, we are also running a competition. And then they go like, we're giving you a crate. Hip-hop as a genre can be like, no, but like UVL just ran a competition, a couple of months ago. This is how much they gave us. And you guys want to give us a crate. What's wrong with you?
With that, I say, and I second it myself, the establishment of a uvlnam or the establishment of a rapnam, that means now it's difficult to do because, again, like I said, the genre in itself, by the nature of the genre is very west-hand and cliquish. But what I'm saying is creatives are good by themselves. We are better together. Very big difference. There's guys who are great videographers, great, they're great legal people. Now you're saying, look, a body needs to protect the integrity of the creative because creatives are not necessarily the best management of themselves all the time, unfortunately. And so even if the body would dictate and say, okay, well, you are running a competition that involves us. We didn't look for you. You came to us. So even if the rapper goes, I really want to, I am regulated. Now, the regulatory body is there to protect the interest of the artist and the rapper. Because also, remember, because it's a digital village, the world is watching. And because the world is watching, if you now today say, what is the value of a Namibian rapper per gig? Oh, no, they cost a crate because they saw it. Did they not?
No, facts. Like, to be honest, like, that can be the new thing. Like, we actually are in a danger of that being a new thing. For it's like, yo, you can have a show and just be like, no, we'll give them a crate. And that's it.
Crates don't pay studio time. That's what I've been saying.
Dude, and that's why I say we definitely need to come to a point where, like, listen, when we even say no, when they go like, yo, we're running this competition, we should just say, no, we're not going to do that.
Because you need to ask yourself, who consults these industries? There is, before I start practicing health, there's a health council. There's a quantity surveyors council. There's an engineering council. Even to have a bar, I need to go get a license. I need to be regulated. How come those other industries that generate revenue are regulated and hip-hop is constantly isn't? I'm speaking of hip-hop because they specifically said rap. Now, had they said music challenge, we're not going to having this talk. But we're having this talk because we're not the custodians of the genre. We are just enthusiasts of the culture. And so we're saying, yo, man, yo.
And there's a slight possibility that because of some rules or laws or whatever, they're not allowed to give money. They sometimes
they just had a competition worth $3 million.
There is a possibility. I'm just putting it out there.
What about in kind?
Huh?
What about in kind?
That's the thing. They could have done.
You see what idols do then? They say we're not going to give you money, but hey, equipment.
There we go.
We're going to give you equipment to the value of.
Exactly.
And they would have secured through their procurement department.
Yeah,
They would
yeah.
have procured proper equipment, mics, headsets,
They could have given
anything.
Yeah. But just the case, guys.
Now, like I'm saying, we are making this talk, we're having this talk based off of the public information. And so we tend to be corrected, but the information exists. And now I'm going to read number 2 quickly. It is very important. So it's the last one I'm going to read. Neither NBL, its directors or employees, nor their respective advertising or media agencies, nor their trading partners, or any persons assigned to perform a function by or on behalf of NBL in relation to this promotion shall be liable in any way whatsoever for any loss, damage, or costs. However, howsoever arising, suffered by an entrant of this competition, whether as a result of any negligent act or omission or any default on the part of the NBL or otherwise.
Sure.
Yeah.
So all that basically.
So imagine your rapper did not read this and we go do a Kashandi and I say, no, these guys will pay you. Now the videographer is waiting for his guap. The
My
video
guy.
is nice. Like, no, we don't take that
just give
responsibility.
him one bottle from the case.
So in other words, we're saying we are putting the crate on the other side of the ocean, swim to it.
But
There's sharks and everything, swim to it. If you get there, lucky. If you don't, yeah.
But this is what I got. This is what I have to say. On one side, on the side of NBL, right? They didn't do anything wrong per se.
Exactly.
You know, they just saw
An opportunity.
and then they took it.
Yeah.
Right. So they presented. It's like, you know, if somebody gives you garbage, you don't have to eat it.
Exactly.
Right.
And so we're not having this talk because we say what
Yeah.
they did was wrong. We're saying bravo to their marketing department.
Most def.
What a way.
Uh-huh.
We are now just addressing our community
Yeah.
because I was under the impression that rappers would be up in arms,
Yeah.
but we were not.
And to be honest, one of the sad things about it is that because even my appeal to jump into the challenge was not because I get to win something.
Exactly.
It's because like guys, we're doing this together as you know
Yeah.
as NAM hip hop. Like I don't think this is the first of its kind.
Yeah.
Challenges have been put like this before.
But this is the very first
but
that's
not-
exclusive to us.
Yeah, and also it's the first time it has gone this to this extent. Now we should be able to be doing these things without Tafel Lager.
Yeah.
You see, whether they surprise or not, and it should be that, and that kind of like camaraderie that comes with us, you know, collaborating together and having this thing together. That is really, really good. It's unfortunate that it came in this manner, with even the prize that is being given is not a good one. We should have done this. We should have had challenges like this before. And it's bad that it came in this form and we are accepting this trash of a prize. I'm saying this respectfully and also at the risk of losing a Tafel Lager deal.
Yeah.
So that is what I pretty much have to say.
Yeah. I think for me, in conclusion, man, the idea is this, very simple. Let us place value on our own creatives. You see, because what starts to happen is that when this oversaturation happens, this type of action is what will justify companies and entities not paying Namibians what they are worth and rather splurge an exuberant amount of money on an international act. Why? Because sometimes we, as the custodians of the industries, whether you work for a corporate or you work for yourself as an individual, we sometimes jeopardize our own value and quality. It is what it is. Because I kid you not, even me, I would not offer J. Cole, I would not offer even Nasty C that same amount, but I dare offer it to my own people. What I'm saying is stop it.
Bruh.
Period.
Yo.
Stop it.
For real.
Yeah. You're
Got
done.
it.